Good morning or good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon, everybody that's tuning in to this live. This is Prostoryline, and my name is Progress, and I'm streaming from Nigeria. So, I want to tune in. I want to know where you're tuning in from. Let me guys see my face. I want to know where you're tuning in from, and let's have a discussion. Etima, how far? Now be this body day clothes though. How far? So you don't go buy new phone, Abi. I bet like my life because like my life first. Give me a like now, sister. Small sister. Turning from Jikwe. No, click on this icon that is like this. Click on this one. Click on this one that is doing like this. Turn here. Thank you. I've seen it. So have you parked from that place or you don't park? Come on. Hey, yeah, so good to have you. People don't even date to that for 7 days. How you did now? I see. I don't miss you small. You know they call me waiting now. Okay, you're still there. Wow. Whenever I come back, I'll come and see you now, wherever you did. Which place is too far? Like, is it Jikwe or the new place that you want to move to? Hi, Canary, Canary. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Is it the new place that is too far? Yeah, I don't even know anywhere. Canary, how are you now? I said they like Dele. Is it Dele Giwa or Dele Delita? Say they like Dele. Good to have you. Good to have you. Hey, yeah. Cream pie. Who is this? Please, I can't pronounce your name. Welcome to the channel, guys. Please like the live. Like the live. Like the live. Like the live. And if it's too far, now why don't you look for maybe Asokoro village? Is that part not okay? You want to move to Kurudu? Oh, okay. And Kurudu is close. Kurudu is close. If not be if say Abacha Road, I learned Abacha Road is so expensive. Rent there is highly expensive. I wish it was. It wasn't expensive. I would have said that is cool. Okay, that place is Kabusa. I don't know much about that area, but I think I've heard about Kabusa. If it's too far, I like it's so far from town. There's no point renting a house there. If it's too far, there's no point renting a house there. So Jikwe, maybe I don't know, maybe even Karo site service, is it not okay? But it's going to be expensive. Abuja is too expensive now. Abuja is too expensive now to get a house. It is well. It's okay. Anywhere you go, maybe once I'm back, we'll see. All right, guys, you are channel. This is Prostoryline. My name is Progress, and I'm streaming from Nigeria, West Africa, Africa. It's like this is what I'm going to talk about today. Well, I don't understand what's going on in Nigeria. Anywhere you go to, even when the house is not up to standard, everybody's increasing rents. Why are they increasing rents? Like, where do you want people to get money from? Even old houses in Nigeria are increasing their rent for what? It doesn't make sense. If it's going to be a new house, I'll understand, but an old house, why are you increasing your rent? No tiles, you're increasing rent. Now, wow, this is not funny. This is not fun. I think it's something to discuss. I don't understand. Some landlords are going to make their tenant turn to maybe Yahoo people, or ritualists, or what, scammers, because I don't see the reason why somebody is, maybe you used to pay 250 or 150, and then you want to increase, maybe triple it or even double it. It doesn't make sense now. People should just show a little humanity. Habana, it's not okay. Said Mulauzi says hi, Jonah. Okay. Said you're welcome. You're welcome. So how is Johannesburg today? South Africa. Etima says, hey, from Jikwe to that place is 6K a day. Imagine. It's not even um it's not even like a, God forbid. Please just stay in I think Kurudu is okay. Kurudu around that area is okay. I think it's safe. They have good houses around there. Who is this that's asking me if I smoke? I don't smoke. I just have natural black lips. Alright? Infinite says, how do I donate? Well, I don't have, I don't know. You can't donate currently because I've not met the required, call it YouTube, guidelines for monetization. So that's why you can't donate. But thank you for being nice. Thank you for trying to be kind to me. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bishop says hi. Hi, Bishop. How you doing? Please, guys, like my life. Make sure you like my life. Make sure you like my life. Make sure you like my life, please. Something is going on in Nigeria. I just like fortunately met my younger cousin here online, and she's telling me something about rent, and I think it's something I should discuss. Like ever since last year, it seems all the landlords in Nigeria had a meeting, a wicked meeting, a wicked kind of meeting, just to, you know, stream all the finances from their tenants. I don't know what's going on. Like, for somebody to rent your house, you should know that somebody had a plan, and the plan is that he can afford living in your house. And if he had a particular money, like the increment rent you just added, she should have been somewhere else if he had that kind of money, or she should have been, a better place. But because she can't afford a certain lifestyle, she comes to a particular area to rent your house. So why would you increase rent? Like, it's too much now. People are crying. Do you want them to go stealing? The increment is too much. O'Shea says you look beautiful. Thank you. Selena says I should shut up. Celine, I'm not gonna shut up. I know you're a kid. And what we do to kids here is spank their ass. You wouldn't dare tell me shut up in front of me. I know you've not been trained well. Please, don't do that. I forgive you. Don't do that next time. Show a little mercy, like, just so that, maybe renting out your houses to people is like a contribution you're making to this world. Don't kill people with rent increments. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, seriously, especially if it's an old house. Increasing rent in an old house, not like you're building it anew or you're doing some kind of renovation, major renovations. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, seriously. It doesn't make sense. What's the thing going on? Can I Carrie, you don't need to even time. I just warned her. I don't think she will do that again. So what's happening around you? Carrie said hi. I said, what's going on? I didn't see you yesterday. Like, how many days now I've not seen you? What's happening? Um, I just learned about this documentary that has been released by Melania, Melania Trump. And news has it that, the sales is very poor. And that is stemming from what is going on in America, what the policy, especially the immigration policies, the enforcement thing that is going on in America, how people are being, separated from their families, how, um, the killing things. So this is really affecting, uh, call it the viewership or the views, or people going to watch this very documentary. I think it came out, was it 20th of January? Really is like only three tickets were sold in the whole of the UK. And in South Africa, there's this they don't even want to stream in their cinemas. That's something. I don't know about Nigeria, I don't know elsewhere, but in the UK they said only three tickets in the whole of UK have been sold so far. And that doesn't really that it doesn't go down well. Like, it doesn't really make sense. Obviously, Milani is being punished for the sins of her husband, so to say. And that shows how, you know, our actions can definitely affect people that we know, people that are related to us. Canary says Melania is not really interesting. Not sure anyone is really going to spend that much time to watch it when we can watch YouTube and other platforms. Is that what you think? I don't think it's not going to be interesting. Probably she's documenting how, she came from probably the what is that? Is it Yugoslavia or whatever, to America, on a modeling thing, like her journey into becoming the wife of the president of America. Probably that's what she's documenting. It's going to be a very interesting, I would say, very interesting, but not for what is going on in America. I think people will really want to watch it. Just that it's people are boycotting it because of the immigration policies of Donald Trump. That's what I'm thinking. That's how I feel about the whole thing. People want to support it, and it's really ruining, you know, the strength of Melania, and that's not okay. That's not okay. So that's that. Yesterday I talked about our president, Nigerian president traveled to Turkey and was received. I don't know if he wasn't feeling very well, but it was received by Erdogan. Something that can happen to anybody. I was just so like embarrassed, at the same time surprised how people really made a news out of it. Especially bloggers, they made a news out of it. The president fell. Already we know that our president is an old man. That's number one. He's not in his 60s, that he should be having all the stamina. He can't really have the stamina like he used to have when he was much younger. And falling down or tripping and falling is something that can happen to even, you know, call it a wrestler, somebody that is very, very well grounded, like somebody that has all the stamina. Just out of it, and then laughing this man is what I have a problem with. Is what I have a problem with. Okay, Canary says, but did she expose the truth? in their cycles there are some shower activities. This she Well, I've not watched this documentary, the Melania thing. I've not watched it. So definitely Canary, come on now. If even if you were Melania, will you expose that part? You won't now. Come on. You won't. I don't think anybody would expose it. Are you going to are you trying to like invite problem to yourself? She wouldn't expose that part. She's just going to be particular about the good things that happened, or how she maneuver certain things and then get to where she is right now. I don't think she's going to tell the bad side, the bad deals, if at all there were, she went into. I don't think she would say that. Then it won't be interesting enough to watch. Well, if you say so, but as for me, I feel it will be interesting, but not for what is going on in America currently. I feel Melania would have been a very interesting documentary to watch, but not for what is happening in America. People would really want to, and I still believe people will be going to watch it. People will want to watch it. Probably the call it the Jeff Epstein. Oh God, I don't know about Jeff Epstein. Is it Epstein? I don't know. Uh, Jeff Epstein introduced them. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that. I've never been into America. I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about it. All right, I'll look it up. Okay, I'll look it up. I just feel seriously. I just feel if not for this immigration enforcement thing that is because ICE represents Trump. But not for the usage of ICE, the way ICE is going about the whole immigration clampdown or immigrants clampdown, it would have been something people would want to watch. That's what I think. I really believe that people would want to watch it. And it's just unfortunate that it came out. I wish it came out last year. It brought up this thing last year, the documentary last year. It would have sold very well. It would have. Oh, did she talk about it? Meanwhile, I've seen this man that said he got sued by Melania, all right, for ever talking, like linking them to Epstein thing happenings. I don't know what it's all about. And Melania kind of sue him to shut him down. But the man was like, okay, you're suing me. Are you suing me that the things I discussed never happened? The man counter. All right, so they were like trying to like change the lawyers, trying to. The man said they're like trying to bring this kind of delay tactics because after the man like counter sue Melania, it's like okay, since you're saying these things didn't happen, the things that I'm saying didn't happen, and you're suing me that I should shut down that it never happened. Okay, I'm suing you if I'm not sure, like I'm suing you to come and tell us if you ever had relationship with this person. How did this relationship go? And probably discuss some of the things I talked about. So I don't know. I don't know. The man said he's going to be on some broadcasts, some things like that. I don't know. So I don't know about Epstein files, Epstein this and that. I don't know nothing about it. I don't know. I don't know their relationship, and I don't think I don't want to get into trouble, guys. I don't want to. So I was talking about my president. So this he went to Turkey, that's former Turkey, Ankara, and then like on a state visit. Getting it was received by the president of Turkey, Erdogan, and after everything, there was a parade thing going on. When that president was moving, somehow he tripped and then fall. And it's so shocking to see that people make a gist out of it. People make noise out of it. People like bring it up. And it's even Nigerians. That's the fun laughing at the president for for falling, for tripping and falling. I mean, as young as I was like 10 years ago, I remember falling, like falling butt down on the road. I know it's embarrassing, but I fell sat on the floor. Everybody, I even thought it was kind of evening, nightfall. I thought nobody saw me, only for me to be hearing, sister, sorry, oh, sorry from afar, sorry, oh. So it's something that can happen to anybody. Even the people that are laughing at the president, how he fell down. People should just know that this man is as young as he used to be. And secondly, it's something that is inevitable. Anybody can fall. You can trip and fall at any point in time. It just shows how our society is morally decayed. Our society is. Before now, if you see, if an old person, like if something happens to an old person, all you do is like show compassion as a younger person and not laugh and not mock. Does that make sense? It doesn't make sense. Somebody have been made a scapegoat. She's been invited. There's this guy I just saw. He said, like he tried to analyze on his page the falling of the president, how the president of Nigeria has tripped and fall, and he's a Nigerian blogger. I don't know how he talked about that very incident, and now he's been invited by the police. He's been invited by the police, or I call it the Lagos State Police Command. He's been invited to come and answer some questions. I don't know. Everything is not about money. We should just limit how we behave. We should limit it. Sometimes we like, making these things look funny, make it look somehow because of the, call it the daily or the monthly income that social media platforms gives us. But it's not funny. That shouldn't make you, you know, kill the conscience in you. If Tinubu, the president, was your father or your uncle or somebody that you're like somebody you're benefiting from directly, I think you know, if he fell on the stage, probably collapse on the stage, you would laugh. I don't think you show compassion. You be very concerned about what really happened. You wouldn't be laughing. He fell down. Oh, he did this. It doesn't make much change. I beg, make we change the pattern. It doesn't make sense. Everything is not money. Canary says Turkey. Yes, Turkey. But it's now known as Turkey. Yeah. They say they don't want to be answering a bird's name any longer. So their country is now known as Turkey. Yeah. That's Turkiye. Turkey. All right. I think they've been bearing that name for some years now. Turkey. So what next on the list, Canary? What's next on the list? Recent happenings. Okay, Tonto Dike. Turkey was the old name. New name is Turkey. Yes. Yes. Okay, Turkey. Yeah. Oh, really? I've been to Turkey. Yeah. You really? Where did you go to Turkey? Give me this. Where did you visit Turkey? I guess it must be a very nice place because most young guys over here do travel there. Those people that are popular in football, that are from Nigeria, do travel there a lot. They go to Turkey and get signed. Though I don't really hear so much noise from Turkey when it comes to football, but most guys from Nigeria do travel. Oh, Canary says he went to Turkey 2 years ago. That's great. So where exactly is it? Ankara? Where exactly did you stop? Where did you explore in Turkey? Empty tick, empty what? Tick chai. Istanbul, and the agency. Really? Empty, hi. You watch the channel. How are you doing? Which part of the world are you watching from, please? So you really enjoy Istanbul? You say Istanbul. really enjoyed that place. Oh, sorry, let me make a formal introduction, MC. All right, this is Prostoryline, okay? And I'm Progress by name from Nigeria, and I'm for your girlfriends. If you went alone, you're not gonna enjoy nothing. You're sending like, oh God, I'm just tired of these people. What's the monkey thing for? Are you calling me a monkey? Canary, is this guy calling me a monkey? I'm tired of people, God. I'm tired of people that are breathing the same air. Empty, which part of the world are you watching from? Are you from the forest? I see some monkey emojis here. Are you from the forest? You live in the forest. Oh, okay. And this is so amazing. That's nice. I learned Turkey is a very beautiful place, and they're very nice immigrants. They're really nice immigrants. Most Nigerian guys who travel there a lot, and I've never heard of any bad happenings. Like call it attacks or whatever happening to them. I've never heard any kind of complaints from Nigerians that are in Turkey. I don't think there is. Never heard. So I was about talking about a Nigerian artist. It must have been very beautiful on a hill. Wow, with amazing views of the sea. Okay, the hotel you stayed was actually on a hill. That's very amazing. That's I can only imagine it, Canary. It's going to be gorgeous. Like imagine, staying on top of something and then viewing down. It's going to be very beautiful. It's going to be very beautiful. Okay, we rented a private luxury home. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. But Canary, have you ever to call it, the beautiful parts of Africa, like maybe Tanzania? There are beautiful places. I don't know any in Nigeria, but I know some that I've seen people visit. Was it Mozambique? No, not Mozambique. It should be like Tanzania. There's this resort, like good resort too in Nigeria. Which one? Obudu Cattle Ranch. If you go there, I don't know if it's still functional. Another person will just come and abandon it. That's the problem with in Nigeria. There's no continuation or continuity on things. Have you been to Obudu? Then we rented a boat with the captain and took the boat to a private island. More see enjoyment. Are these the places you've been to, Canary? Zambia, South Africa, Obudu area, Kenya. That's Tanzania. I'm still, maybe God will help me. Yeah, a lot. We have a lot. Lots, and lots more in Africa. That's fine. I was about telling, like, another thing trending topic. Okay, it's about Tonto Dike. I don't know if you know Tonto Dike. There's this actress back in the day that used to be very wild. Like everything irritates her. Everything she would just start fighting. And currently she's a born again Christian. She divorced like 10 years ago, and she took custody of her child. in that she didn't even want the dad of that baby to have any relationship with the child. But 10 years after, after finding God, she now reconciled with her husband. And guess who took, snatched the husband from her? Best friend. How do friends do this to friends? How do friends do this to friends? Canary says, don't, yes, I heard about that. Oh, seriously, how do friends, great? Tonto used to be very, very, like, that's just her nature. She said she has been on drugs since when she was about 13 years old. That's the effects of, the negative effects some boarding house have on children, on kids. So she started smoking when she was about 13, and ever since she has been smoking. And that has been her life. The marriage thing, the husband was cheating with her best friend, and later on, when she found out, convincingly, oh, they were doing something, the husband was doing something with the best friend, out of anger, she left the marriage. Her head and married the husband and get birth to children. Like, any man that can be snatched is not worthy to be called a man. Like, I don't understand. Like, when they say it took my husband, I don't know. I don't know. Like, how do you take a man from a fellow? How do you snatch? Say you snatch an adult. How do you snatch? He has chosen his path. So I would even, but I would have a problem with a friend that would, be having an affair with my man. That's not, that such a person is not fit to be a friend. And for the man that is even, playing along with this friend, then you're not even worthy to have me as a woman in your life. So is it Rosie Moore or whatever? I don't know. That she's not a friend. She's not somebody that should be called a friend. Namdi says hi. Hi Namdi, welcome to the show. Welcome, 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 welcome. It takes two to agree there. How does it take to come on now, Namdi? You have a girlfriend, and then maybe I'm a friend to your friend, to your girlfriend, and then I make advances at you. Are you not supposed to like stop, cut me, of like do something about my advances, or kind of maybe even tell my friend that is your girlfriend, oh, see what your friend is doing, you don't want to see me again. That's what real men do. That's what real men should be doing. All right, you protect the interest of your girlfriend, your wife, and not allow an intruder come break you apart. That's what real men do. So if you have kind of play along, behind my back as a wife, as a girlfriend with my friend, that means that's who you are. There's nothing like he snatch or somebody snatch you. That you just showed who you are. That's what you want to be. And I will gladly allow you to be who you want to be. So there's nothing like it takes to agree. Come on now. That's not a good friend going behind the back. Seriously, it happens a lot. It happens a lot. I don't even know how, like, I don't know how. I'm not trying to paint myself as a saint, but I don't really know how. If as I am, if I, let me say, my friend's husband or maybe boyfriend, I see them as my own brothers. Like, oh, this is my family. These are my people. I can't go behind their back. If their husband should even try it, or maybe boyfriend should try it, I will sternly warn the person. Sternly, and that would mean automatically, if I used to come to your house, say 3 times a month, I will stop coming. I will stop coming. Because I don't want to be in, a history of, oh, she was the cause of our divorce, or she was the cause of. No, I don't want to have such a name in your history book. Let's see, there's so many women out there. No need for that. That brings me to another issue, Canary. There's somebody here that told, my colleague said, that the current statistics in Nigeria shows that women to men is 28 to 1. Do you understand? The ratio of women to men currently in Nigeria is 28 to 1. That's to say that 28, like out of, I don't know, like the number of women to men, like women outnumbers men by 28 to a one man. So in other words, what he was trying to say is that if you have a boyfriend, I don't know. That's the same question I was asking him. I said, how valid is this? Where did you get this from? Anyway, I thought maybe it was a joke, like, they're trying to tell me, the whole gist was like, if you have a boyfriend, allow your boyfriend to have a fling outside. You can't just hold your boyfriend all to yourself, because that's his selfishness. That's what he said. That it's selfish for you to just have all your man all to yourself. Learn to share. That the ratio of men to women currently one. I laughed, God. I laughed. I laughed. So I should start sharing. We should start sharing, or we should start like embracing polygamy. But if that's true, obviously, obviously, polygamy is going to be the new thing. Honestly, if this data is not verified, if this data is valid, that means so many women are going to end up unmarried, and polygamy is going to be the new game. Seriously, I don't know how true that is. Namdi, are you still there with us because you're Nigerian? Is it true that the ratio of men, or be women to men in Nigeria is 28 to 1? Then we have some form of problem. It's a very big problem, seriously. So women are going to learn to share now. Ah, God, voila, deal. And the competition is going to be so high now. Oh, Jesus Christ. The competition is going to be on the high side. So the guy was telling me, if I have a boyfriend, I should learn to share. I shouldn't, just secluding him all to myself is greediness. I should learn to share him. I think it was very funny. So I don't know. If this is true, there's a problem. There's fire on the mountain for us women that don't like sharing things. That means some of us will be single for life. Hey, God. So, Canary, what should we talk about right now? Eh? The world really needs to. You don't need to be laughing at people, because what befalls people can equally fall. Kana, thank you. Kana, thank you. Are you just saying it now? Eh? I didn't see. Did you see it? You're just saying it right now. Thank you. Okay, first, you didn't. Okay, you did not join us. I did it. I made it. That was on when? I think day before yesterday. That's when I made it. I'm just lucky, I'm in a village, very interior village. I was just lucky to find somewhere that can make hair. So I decided to say, okay, since she said she can hold it, because my hair is really like small. Yeah. So what should we discuss? What else should we talk about today? We should talk about Tonto. Tonto. Well, yeah, what is happening right now, I want to say this again about Tonto. I think what has happened to her, I've always been telling people not to be condemning others, condemning people when it comes to maybe their lifestyles, their this. Somebody very bad, but at some points in our life, okay, or in his life, he might just become the change the society so wanted, and it might be an agent of change, positive change that the society so wanted. That's why it's not good to condemn. So you said, Canary said, you said she had an issue with boarding house. Yeah, like, okay, let me start by in some schools, especially when it comes to government school. I think she did. She boarded Rivers, Rivers. So most of this leave the boarding house in government. They live in the school, everything, you know, of the size of their parents, the control of their parents. It's only the school. And the number of children there may not be equivalent to the number of teachers or people guardians that are people that are overseeing them. So there's this tendency of them going haywire, doing certain things, sometimes just like to catch fun. Some of the best lesbians today in Nigeria are people that went to girls schools. Some of those people that are coming out as lesbians in Nigeria today are products of boarding houses, girls school boarding. So Tonto says she started off by, practicing smoking when she was as young as 13 years. And after that, she's been doing like that, spiraling till she grew, even got married at, I think, 28 that year, until about now. I think she should be like 40 years old, or maybe almost 40. Married, she kept living her life. She was a very good actress. Kept living her life. She had a friend called Rosie Moai, very close, beautiful lady too. And because the man that she married, they sit down one place, decided to be eyeing the friend, and the friend stupidly, all right, fell for it. And in Nigeria's words, they would say, she snatched the husband. You can't snatch an adult. It's where you want it to be. So before now, they used to have issues. Tonto will come out, runs out, that is the one doing, footing the bills, the one doing everything as a man in the house. At some point, she even named herself the King Tonto. She said she was the king. She, Andre is, she named herself king, that the guy cannot even take care of her. The guy cannot do nothing. Blah blah blah. The husband, before he divorced, 10 years later, Tonto came out, said she's not a born again Christian, and she called the husband to talk. They After that, son talked to the husband for the first time, and the husband said that the son, what's that? Is it King Andre? Called him daddy for the very first time ever since the boy was born. Called him dad for the first time in his entire life. The boy is like 10 years old now. So repentant Christian, and is doing very well. She's very rich, she's famous and everything. Somebody interviewed her, said, are you, because this is not the first time that you've come out to say, oh, you're a born again Christian, are you sure that you're not going to flip back? She's like, no, that she's not doing this for maybe to be trending, as to maybe get money. She's already rich, or she wants to be, to trend, to be famous. Everybody knows Tonto, which is true. Um, she just had like, she's really, her spirit, everything is inside this thing. So therefore, this is where she's finding peace. This is where she wants to be. And so far so good. This is her journey. Everybody should just, they should stop judging her. She said, Quali said she should stop judging her based on who she was, which is a very important point. People should stop judging her based on who she used to be. They should start judging her based on what she is now. It's a very important point. That's why I said I don't like people judging people, because who you think is the worst criminal today might be the best person, the best transformer of criminals or to good people. So you don't have to like judge people because of their lifestyles. If you try to like to them, probably they're not living the kind of life supposed to live, a profitable kind of lifestyle. You talk to them and they don't want to listen to you, they still want to carry on. Just allow them. You've done your bit. By the time God touches them, they will they will do the needful. They will repent by themselves. They will by themselves. You don't need to like condemn people. I don't condemn people. So that's just the testament to do not condemn people. Tonto DK now that used to be Tonto will fight everybody. And then once somebody called her out over payments, complete payments of a vehicle, whatever, they fought, and she doesn't care. Now she says she has found peace in God. Everybody should just respect that and stop judging her. So that's it about Tonto. That's about Tonto DK. So Canary, what's going on with the ice? I should speed flayed. Oh, let's talk about that one. Let's talk about I should speed. I should speed. I should speed didn't. I don't think it didn't really. It didn't have a clue to me. Oh, that's this my own view on opinion on his coming to Nigeria. He should have researched, alright. He didn't do his research properly. I didn't really had research about Nigeria properly. What? Because the whole, according to what I heard, he said the sole purpose of this tour, African tour, is to like bring to bear the custom, the traditions of Africa. Like it was much about the culture of Africans, different countries in Africa. But you don't just, you want to come to a country, you should have sat down, make your drawings. This is where I'm going to visit. This is because these people are known for this. This particular tribe in Nigeria are known for this. Like we have three major tribes in Nigeria. Have three major tribes in Nigeria, Yoruba, Hausa. Why don't you should have maybe visit the north, visit the south, visit the Igbo, and not just stop in Lagos. Look at, they made a mess of themselves, all those so-called skit makers. Nigeria didn't treat him right though. How did they? It's just how, I don't know how he designed his travel. Whoever that was guiding him didn't guide him well. It should have. It was about culture. Everything was about like on unraveling the cultural practices in Africa. Like everything about this store is about culture. You don't just stop in Lagos now. What is somebody even suggested? I thought it's from somewhere from Sweetest. Somebody suggested you should have gone to Akwa Ibom and see the real culture, the Ekpo masquerade, the Mbre, all those fine tradition. You should have gone there. You should have gone to the outside land and see things for himself. You should have gone to Igbo land to see things, not stop only in Lagos. He has himself to blame. That's Lagos for you. Everybody's a hustler in Lagos. That's not the same story elsewhere. Everywhere in Lagos, once you enter and you're a celebrity, you have to, it's just like a tradition. You should have come to Akwa Ibom. Yeah. It's not Akwa Ibom inviting him. He should have made, I want to travel now, maybe to the, I want to like learn about, call it the slave houses, the slave. I would sit down, write page. I know the state of Louisiana has some slave houses, remnants of slave houses. This state, okay, this state, this is the places I'm going to. He didn't do his assignments well, so he has himself to blame for coming to Lagos only. Akwa Ibom shouldn't have invited him if he didn't, stretch a hand to like ask, can I come to Akwa Ibom? He would have been very welcome in Akwa Ibom. He would have enjoyed. Nobody would ask him for money there. People will be very happy. My people will be very happy to like associate themselves with him. Seriously. But in Lagos, that's everybody's a hustler. Oh. If you no beg like that, how you go take chop? Grown men were begging for money. That's it be. That's Lagos life for you. That's Lagos life for you. Everybody's a hustler in Lagos. Everybody's a hustler in Lagos. Because if you no beg like that, you go take chop. That's just it. I don't think he did his research very well. He just saw Nigeria. He just came. Okay, look at what I saw some video clip. He went to Ghana. They even crowned him. They gave him a chieftaincy title in Ghana. And if you said a particular place, women were giving him massage. Like those are the things, and we have it in Nigeria. Not that we don't have it. He didn't just visit the right places. He went to the wrong place. Yes. I think Nigeria Tuba should have written him to invite him. Well, every other country is invite him. He's the one that goes there. I still stand on my own colleague point that he should have made a research of where he is going to in every country that he's going to. If he enters Nigeria, okay, I'm going to go to Igbo land, and then probably let them organize a yam festival thing for me, and then I'll stream. Okay, I'm going to Hausa land, let them organize maybe, I don't know, all these Emirates kind of thing for me, and then it will stream. Like, that's how to showcase cultures of people. You go to the custodian of the culture and then get the opera. Yeah, he had to leave. He had to. Even there are some Nigerians that were trending. They really made a mess of themselves. Pella, there's this one that used to interview call it all these hookup girls, indecently dressed girls. They call him a gugu. The guy like when he met Aisha, he was like, Aisha. The guy like Aisha doesn't even know him. Like he just approached somebody. He didn't even approach with confidence. He was just doing anyhow. He trended because of the kind of question he asked Aisha. He was like, Aisha, how old are you? Aisha was like, I'm 21. It's like, 21, and you're looking so, is it healthy and strong? Oh, more. Then they use that one, the yabamo now. The thing is crazy. I told some on the tubers to invite him, but they made excuses. Really? Really? I don't understand. How did you reach them? Well, they should that too. They should have done that. Actually didn't do his homework very well. He should have visited a whole lot of places. We have beautiful. Let me you keep this thing. You don't forget them. You forgot. 21 years should be working. Should be using working. I don't know. Now so the guy. You're so big. It's very. It was like even claiming that he was the biggest interviewer. Who you the interview? Who knows you? All this guy does is to interview all these hookup girls, and they will be talking about how many men they've slept, how they used to do all those things. It's crazy. And these are the kind of things these are the kind of content. They still tend to forget that most of the things you create, like it's a story you're telling, and you are creating an awareness to the country. You people that are not from Nigeria, you're like creating, bringing out informations about this country, and most of the things you're bringing out are not nice kind of informations. Are you trying to project, like, paint a kind of narrative or give it girls in Nigeria are into hookups, and this is what they do, and this is, they can sample 10 men in a month, sorry, in a day. They can sample 1,000 men. I've seen a young girl, somebody interviewed, he said between December and January never end. She don't do like 21, is it 100 men or more than? It's crazy. Yes, sir. Yes. How much? Big, small. This big one is 500, small is 300. Give me the big cat. The big one. Where this boy? Canary, I want to go and sell my market. Just 1 minute, please. Where ain't going now? David! Let me get you again. I will pack all my change. Kai, kai, kai. Maybe you come and collect. I'll give you 500 later. I don't want to pack all my change. Thank you. Oh, God. I'm back. Guys, is it up more than? I'm back. Oh. Oh, God. Google person, I don't know. That's the kind of, they don't really have, everything about content in Nigeria is now about nyash, breast, what else? That's how they do. Yes, Canary, I'm here. So that's what they do. So that's the kind of narrative he painted. So when Aisha left, the guy was trending. They say, a small thing, they go say, how old are you? Say 21. You're 21 and you're so young and, full of strength. So that kind of rubbish. And you're saying you're the best, what? Even Pella, all of them were like, that's what they call mental slavery, guys. Mental slavery. I think, I don't know whether I should speak Ken with the kind of vibe or aura. All of them look intimidated. Nobody even, like, when you are big, you're big. Aisha doesn't even, you don't even need to like go to Aisha. Aisha should be the one coming to you because he's in your country. He needs you. Like, he needs you to trend. He needs you to trend. But the flip was the order of the day. That was just what happened. The thing wasn't nice. And they were begging up and down. It's Lagos, sha. That's the problem. I think it's high time most call international celebrities, once they come to Nigeria, they try to visit all other areas of Nigeria, not just Lagos. Akwa Ibom is very beautiful, and nobody knows. Speed did so well in other African countries, though. You think so? In Morocco, it was being stoned with banana. In Morocco, it wasn't doing well. Oh. Is it Algeria or Morocco? But I think it's one of those Northern African countries. I think it should be Morocco. Was it Morocco or Algeria? He was still with banana. Nobody knew him. They didn't even welcome him that much. But other places, I guess, is doing well. Other places doing well. We love you guys. We love, especially African Americans that wants to like identify Africa. We love you guys. We always want you guys home. We want we want you to be part of us. We want you to come learn from us because somehow most of you have lost it. We want you to come learn from us, the character, attitude, how to behave, how to respect, because most black, call it African American, don't have that. I only follow two tubers in the state of Akwa Ibom. Oh, really? Who and who? Oh, Algeria threw bottles at him. I think it should be Morocco that they threw banana peels. I be banana at him. They did that. And it's so crazy, they say they're not Africans anyway, that they are Arabs. They're still in Africa. Which means I meant the Africa, Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, they're still part of Africa. Egypt is still part of Africa. They embraced him. They embraced him. And I think I should really kind of open the eyes of people that used to look down on Africa. Once they hear the word Africa, the mindset will be like envisioning or like painting a picture of very poor, wretched people that don't even have food and water to drink. I've seen a couple of people coming out on TikTok, and mostly African Americans are like, "What?" So they lie to us about Africa. You see, I always tell people, make sure you read, make sure you see things for yourself before you draw conclusions. Most of the things, maybe the headlines you see about Africa, all those children that are very looking dirty with kata all over their faces, with thatch houses and all, doesn't mean that they are poor. I've said that over again. That doesn't mean that's how the whole of Africa is. Africa is well. They come to Abuja and see houses. I mean, real mansions. Real mansions. I don't mean the one that's on mortgage, like it's on mortgage. Nothing like that. It's being customized design. English. They customize the design, and that's what the person wants. Everything is being paid for. Everything you see is being, we don't buy on credits now. We don't have a credit system here. So everything is being, those ones are confused invaders. Well, that's their problem. Canary says that's Africa's fault. How is it Africa's fault? Canary, how is it Africa's fault? We're not supposed to promote our image better. Well, yeah, I think this generation are trying to do that. The past trying to promote that. Africa, the other day I had somebody on this live. Somebody was telling me, that Africa, some Africans live in thatch houses. And I was trying to tell the person, the fact that somebody is living in a thatch house doesn't mean that person is poor. Like here, if it, the road guy went to, you saw the houses. They are thatch houses. Do you know how rich those guys are? Those Fulani, do you know how rich they are? One Fulani man may have up to 100 cattle. 100. And how much is a cattle in Nigeria at present? One full-blown cattle, or like full-grown cattle or cow, it's like 1 million plus. And somebody has it like 100 or 50, and he's living in a thatch house. And you're defining him based on his where he's living. Yeah, you're calling him poor when he has some cattle in the bush. One goes for 1 million plus. And if he sells everything, he's richer than you that is living in America. What are you saying? You're calling him poor. He's not poor. The way they live is like a cultural thing. The houses, they live in mud houses because this, you call it, this area that I'm staying currently is very hot. All right, it's a very hot zone. So for the houses are kind of like uh based on how the weather is, they're like building these mud houses because the mud absorb heat. It absorb heat. And secondly, they don't believe in extravagancy. They don't believe in luxury lifestyle because some of them are, Muslim, different the other religion. They don't believe in that kind of very expensive. They live very simple life. So you're not going to judge based on where they are staying or like they're living. We should think that they're not poor. They may lack everything like education, but they're not poor. They are very rich. They just choose to live the way they want to live. We're not supposed to promote your image better. Well, I know. We're doing that. We are doing that. We're trying. Yeah, at least me, I'm trying. Every time I talk about Nigeria in a very good note, I'm trying to, draw attention to Nigeria in a better way. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. Okay, we have cowboys that live that simple life. Yeah, you mean they're over there in the US? See? And most of those guys, I think, yeah, they live like a very secluded kind of lifestyle. They like in the call it outskirts of towns, have a big farm, live their life like that. I've seen things like that. I've seen a video of I don't know if that's in America anyway, but of a white man and his family. They don't have like he's living in the bush. The children go barefooted, like they look dirty, and they have a farm. You understand? So you're not going to draw a conclusion because you saw an African man coming out from his hut, a mud hut. You think, oh, he's very poor. He's not poor. He's richer than you that is saying in the US. He's richer than you that he's living his best life. Like his best, he owns that land, he owns that house, he doesn't pay rent. The livestock, he owns them. He owns them. And God blesses him daughter that somebody is coming to marry. They're going to pay more livestock to him, even up to 50 head of like cattle they give him. So it's not Africans are not poor. It's just a kind of make believe. Yeah, but they may be poor when it comes to education, yeah, I will agree, but say materially, Africans are not poor. They're not poor. Africans are not poor. I remember growing up, my dad's mom had a mud house. And it's always very cold in there, like a mud house, and they use this palm. I don't even know palm. It's not palm fruit leaf, palm tree leaves. No, There's this other palm wine leaf tree. I don't know, palm wine leaf, palm wine tree leaves. That's what they use. They call it nkanya in my side. Nkanya. The roofing sheet is made from that leaf. That's what they use. She used as a call it roofing sheet. She lived her life. She ate. She had a house. She had like she was working in a farm. Her life was going well. She never begged. She wasn't owing anybody. She wasn't paying her rent. The land was hers. She owned. She was working. She was doing very well for herself till she died. So I don't know how people define poverty. Oh. I don't know how people define poverty. Africans are not. And I'm so glad I show him and then show what's happening. Everybody now knows Africa is not as bad as they thought it was. And I'm really encouraging, especially this immigration thing that is going on in America. I think it's high time all these black people calm down home. Yeah. Thatch roofs require specialized craftsmen. It is highly priced in. Are you serious? In England? I don't know. She said, where I am, I'm not supposed to show. We have some here in this place for the soldiers, but I'm not supposed to show you. I'm not supposed to show my viewers. Those places are out of bounds. Hopefully, the guy came and then did one here. I even thought he's going to do here, so that I'll just stream and then show you how it's been done. But it's so expensive, 14,000 naira. It's so expensive. I would have had one here, over there at the back under the tree. Yeah. I'm not showing. So it's beautifully made. Beautifully made. In some places in Abuja, all these college joints, they you know what I mean by joints? Canary, do you know what they call joints? That all these high life place people go to relax. That's the kind of things they do. They use grass to design it, the roof, and it works. It doesn't leak, doesn't do anything. You can enter the shade if it's raining and nothing happens. So that's it. That should be one. There's a traditional type of building in southwestern part of the US called adobe. It's made of clay and mud. Really? Yeah. I know all these mud houses, if there is heat, it's very good. Like if you enter inside, it's cool inside. If you enter inside, it's very cool inside. Oh wow, I don't know. I didn't know Americans do this too. It's a beautiful, like I have an uncle currently, but though the son came and then built this thing. He designed these mud houses. If you enter where he has his, call it, in Africa, some especially in the villages, they have latrine, pit latrine for toileting, for poo-pooing. So if you enter the toilet, very neat, but it's made of mud, well designed. That my uncle can design. He used mud to design the toilet. You will like it. If you look it will look as if you just stay there. Very neat, very clean, very well designed. I said, "Kai, if not that, people didn't go to school. I mean, architecture go fit this man." He used to design his house, mud houses, but he has transitioned into concrete house now. Mud houses, beautifully designed, everywhere clean. If you enter inside, cool. In the village, I don't even think my village, they still have mud houses again. Everything is just, it's being transitioned into concrete now. Back in the day, we used to have in the 90s. In the 90s, we had it. I don't think we have mud houses anymore. Most places, everywhere is developed now. And the African mentality thing, back in the day, we have mud house. A couple of people that started having concrete houses. You, your father is so poor. Everything is just boiling down to metal slavery. Like, have an idea or kind of, how do I put it, safe? Like, everybody sees it because you have a mud house. They think you're poor. I don't see it that way. I don't see it that way. Oh, Canary. What else? So, Canary, if you wanted to like visit Nigeria, which states of Nigeria would you want to visit? If you were to visit Nigeria, which of the states would you want to visit? Seriously, I like them. I like them. I like, but I don't wouldn't want to like live in it like permanently. But if I have call it a big house, I would love to have. Seriously, they're beautiful houses, mud houses. From this yellow looking kind of clay. That's what they use. They take it from deep down there from the earth. They're beautiful houses. I've lived when I was a kid. I've visited my grandma. I've lived there. Sometimes there's this other, when there's this other one, my grandmother from my mom's side. If she wants to do the floor of this, but not there's this they use in doing floor. They add goat dung. That's the shit from poops, goat poo. They will add it to the mud. All right, it will be black. Like they will use it to like be very shiny and strong. I don't know the effect of that, whether it's to stop ants or insects from penetrating, but it has a way of beautifying the floor. Like the wall will be yellow, the ground will be black. Okay, in the US they've been updated with high tech. Okay, here we still, I think that culture, because that's a culture, some form of culture, day by day dying off. People don't want to be associated with mud houses. People don't want to build those kind of houses again. As a matter of fact, if you're still living, it's a culture that is going extinct. It's a pity. People don't want to do it. People don't want to live in mud houses anymore because they don't want to do that anymore. But I think it's high time we Africans, try to identify ourselves with what we are truly made of, with what our ancestors left behind for us, with the real culture, honestly. And it was better, I think we had our ancestors live better a long lifespan than we that are, very careful. We're so selective of what we eat. We're so this and that. You nice. They had a better life than. There's also a newer version that are super marginalized called Ram Earth. Oh, really? What is that? What is it? Colonialism makes people hate the. I'm serious. Heritage and embrace a fake. Seriously, it's a problem. Oh, as I told you guys the other day, I said, like in my state now, people go to school so much. In my state, there are no jobs, so but everybody's going to school to PhD level. Like just have that title. I'm a doctor, or maybe God blesses you get employed by the university, and then you start, doing your associate professorship, or whatever, and then become a professor. Yeah, professor. What do they call it? They call it Ataifiok. That's Ataifiok means. Ataifiok is a Kwai language. Ataifiok in that field. That's like saying you are like a super intelligent person in that field. So they call Professor Ataifiok. If they like playing gods, they play God. They play God. And as a matter of fact, if as I am sitting right here and somebody in my place is seated and then I'm speaking English and make a mistake, you see they start mocking me. They say, oh, you can't even speak common English very well. Oh, you cannot do this one very well. Or you can, look at her, she don't, she has gone through the university, but the university didn't go through her. She said she finished the university and then common English. But okay, sit down now and then let me start speaking my own native language and making mistake. They will say, especially like now that I'm not in Uyo, they will say, she's not always at home. Like, oh no, she can't speak very well because she's not at home. Nobody's gonna condemn me for not being able to speak my native language very well. As a matter of fact, you meet somebody that's from my place outside, an Akwa Ibom person. Most of them, I don't know whether they're suffering. You start speaking the same dialect, they do as if they can't speak it. They start bombarding you with the English and have this terrible accent. So I don't know. They really need to help themselves. I don't know. Okay, Ram Ed is a new modern way of constructing using clay. Okay. So I think it's one of the cultures that is gradually leaving Africa. But up north it's still there. Oh. Like in this Nigeria part, the villages, if you enter, you see them making, like some villages around, you see them making these because they're mostly farmers, this storage, a mud storage house. Beautifully, it looks like a cone, like this round, beautifully designed, and they can store their farm produce for over time, no spoilage, nothing. They know how to do it. They're still maintaining that culture. And they've been living like that. No, as a matter of fact, the other day I had we just discussing with one of the, person here who said, a bullet cannot penetrate. A bullet can penetrate cement house, a concrete house, but it cannot penetrate a clay house. It can't. It will ricochet back. In Mali and other countries. Oh, ram earth is okay. Yeah. I see because the cement, there is no space in between these clay houses. So if you live in a clay house, something happens, you can take cover in a clay house other than rather than taking it in a concrete house. A clay house is more protective than a concrete house because the walls are like it's very thick. It can bounce back the bullets. So if you're an African, just try to embrace yourself, love yourself, regardless. Meanwhile, I saw there's this guy. I think he's a boxer. It's just one. Is it UFC? I don't know. I'm not really familiar with the titles in boxing anyway. So, but there's this guy from Zambia that just won an international title in boxing. But it should be like the junior kind of. And the guy is saying something like that. They ask him, "Are you going to identify with your people?" He said that he cut off. As a matter of fact, he blocked every member of his family in Zambia. He cut. It doesn't belong to Zambia, but it belongs to the whole world. I'm trying to understand that guy. I'm trying to understand him why he would say that. That it doesn't belong. As a matter of fact, he blocked his entire family. And that brings me to the other day I talked about the sense of entitlement. I understand, like, you make success as a person in a family. Automatically, everybody's like, especially when it comes to money, like you're rich, you stand out in the family. Everybody wants to come for you. Oh, that have problem will come in. Everybody will just channel their, and they believe that you should be their problem solver when it comes to finance. That's how it is in Africa. So as the one that has been lifted in the family, you have to take care of the younger people, of the people that are not doing, or that are doing less good for themselves. That's how it is in Africa. So I don't know if that is the reason why this blocked his people. He blocked his entire, that should be extended family members. He blocked them. That he doesn't want to have anything. As a matter of fact, if he dies, he doesn't want to be buried in Zambia. Is that not mental slavery, guys? That's mental slavery, if you ask me. I think he's mentally enslaved. He's mentally enslaved, except the family members are very entitled to him. At some point, somebody gets tired because you have your own problem to like solve. Everybody shouldn't just channel their own issues to you. At the end of the day, even when you are even being so nice and so well, and the ones that see your good will see, the ones that want to see how bad you are will see, even with your money. So there's no point sometimes. But I'm trying to understand why that guy would do that. Cut his entire family members back home. Oh, good afternoon, sir. Fine. I don't know why he did that. Now, have you seen that? Have you seen the story? I think they featured him on CNN. I said that it was crazy. They interviewed him on CNN. And I said that it's actually crazy because if you don't identify with your roots, then you're a stranger. You're an illegal alien, according to American government. Oh God. Kenari, can we see again, like tune in by 5? Stay with me. I want to go nap too. By f- by 5 in the evening. I don't know. Okay, by then you be at work. Oh, okay. I guess that 5 should be like what time in your place? Like 11 a.m. All right. Bye bye. I need to go too. Take care of yourself. Have a nice day at work. Okay, by 5, around 5, 6, I should be on. All right. Bye bye. I should go off then. All right. Thank you for tuning in. Bye bye. Stay in company. Thank you. Be me company.